Good evening. This is Late Night Trappin with Auntie. I got my guest, Charo Knight. You know I ain't your real fucking name up, you know. But anyway, this is my little nephew out of Dallas.
What it do? What it do?
You know what I'm saying? He's an up-and-coming artist. You know, tonight I made him. He wanted me to make him some wings. So I made him some TrapWingz with the fries and stuff. Yes. And on hand, he got my other little nephew over here.
What up,
he on here with us hanging out too. So, you know, I'm going to let my nephew tell you all about his up-and-coming events he got going on while he's here in Atlanta. So, you know, I have 3 questions, though, I want to ask you first before we get started asking you some stuff.
Lay it on me.
You know, so my first question is, if you could get high with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be?
3 people, dead or alive. Ooh, first, I'm going to say Mike Epps. That's my favorite comedian. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Epps. You know, Day from next Friday. Got to.
Mine too. I love me some Day.
Hey, got to be Mike Epps.
We were wild with this shit, cuz.
Hey, yeah. See, that's why you looking at me. You don't know, baby. You feel me? Nah, Mike Epps, gotta be Wiz Khalifa, because that's the reason I started smoking.
Oh, for sure.
And probably like, probably Young Thug, because I feel like he just interesting as a motherfucker.
Okay. And my next question is, how old were you when you started smoking hemp?
It was in the summer of my sophomore year of high school, so I was probably like, what?
17.
Nah, hell nah, probably
16?
like 15, 14.
Sophomore year?
Yeah, I was young.
16?
I was younger
Yeah.
than I was a year younger than everybody, so I had to be probably 15 years old, 15, 16. Right when Kush and OJ came out. Shout out to Wiz. Everybody was smoking around.
Okay.
You know.
And who was the first person you started doing cannabis with? Your first experience?
First experience, believe it or not, my first time smoking, I smoked 7 blunts. No cap, no bullshit on that. 7 blunts.
Yeah, you was.
I bullshit you. I
That's
was
not been no good shit.
Yeah, hey. We smoked 7 blunts.
Hey,
Not even playing. Yeah, you know, hey, we had that.
Auntie the cap that says.
Shit, what the be the bullshit? You smoking that gas?
Nah,
when you're on that, you know, high quality,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie to you. That was so motherfucking long ago. I was so high. I couldn't even tell you it was my first time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It probably, you know, knowing us, it probably was, but shit, we probably had like, you gotta think too, we didn't roll big blunts. You tried to get up 2 blunts out of a gram back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got an 1/8. You know what I'm saying? That's 6 or 7 blunts right there. You know what I'm saying? You sophomore year, so all I remember is motherfucking Dead Presidents was playing by Jay-Z. I was so goddamn high. And my bro with me. It was my bro Xavier Thomas. It was Mike. I can't remember Mike's name, but Mike, he was like 2 grades above us. He was like this senior on the basketball team. He had the flat top, swaggy, retro, vintage clothes wearing motherfucking. His girlfriend was a cheerleader. She was like Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
this girl that she had the crib for the week. She had the crib because her parents went out of town for the weekend. We came and lit that motherfucker up.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
All right.
Hot
And my
box.
last question is, do you like chocolate or fruit?
Chocolate.
You got one more question.
Oh, and one more is your favorite cuss word.
Favorite cuss word?
Or phrase.
Or phrase.
Probably.
Like, God damn.
God damn. That nigga. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, probably that. Probably, God damn. I like to say that shit even if I just cuz. Yeah, it might not
You
even
know
have a
people and
reason.
shit.
Yeah, probably that. Oh shit. I don't give a damn shit. I don't give a damn. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For sure. I don't give a damn. Shit. Probably that for sure.
Okay. So those are pretty much my questions that I like to ask my guests, you know, to get just warming up, you know.
Yeah, test the waters.
Test the waters and stuff and everything. So, you know, I'm going to let you tell people about you and what, you know, your craft and what you got going on and everything. And why you're here in Atlanta.
Most definitely. Damn, these wings good as fuck. Them just hard, bro.
Them bitches busting. For real.
First of all, I want to say Thank you to TrapFriez for having me, you know what I'm saying? Courtesy of, I appreciate that. Shout out to my boy Devin for pulling up on me. It's been years since I seen this dude right here.
Family, dog.
This is my first time in Atlanta, so I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy. This shit really amazing, just seeing how accepted it is to be a creative and an artist. So I really came out here just on the limb. I was like, all my favorite artists from here, all my favorite, I wouldn't say like A&Rs, but it's just like the way that the community is set up. I like that. Like you got people actually looking for artists here. So,
Exactly.
yeah, you got the people who can plug you in.
It's wide open.
Yeah, it's not just a consumer.
Exactly.
So I wanted to go somewhere where it wasn't just a consumer. And then most of all my people just in the South, I mean in Texas and in Dallas, it's mostly a conservative city. So to see a place where somebody my color, or it's somebody my color everywhere, mostly, you know what I'm saying, running things, doing things, and hustling and grinding for themselves and really building themselves up. Not to say that we turn each other down where I'm from, but it's just not a majority of us to see that.
Not so much accepted as it is here.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was telling them earlier, you tell a motherfucker you do music back home, and it ain't that they don't believe you, but they ain't gonna know how big you is because you don't see that many musicians, so they be like, oh yeah, everybody do music, you probably just another person. But here, shit, you tell somebody you do music, they trying to find your music, trying to figure out your next show, trying to put you on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? They just trying to collaborate and work with you. So
it's all about networking.
Yeah, exactly. So I came down here, see what all the, you know what I'm saying, buzz was, and I definitely see what it's about. And shout out to Spiffy Global and Hood Rich King as far as the music. They was the first two people to get back to me. You know what I'm saying? Some legendary mixtape producers, legendary DJs, you know what I'm saying, as far as the trap scene go, as far as the rap scene go, and how all of this got started. And they got back to me. And that was the first thing that sparked me. Because you got to think, when you see somebody who you done heard, you know what I'm saying, on several mixtapes as far as producers, and you know how highly talented they are. And they reach back to you, you know what I'm saying, FaceTime you or message you, or like, you know what I'm saying, Spiffy had me pull up on them. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit to them because everybody around here know each other.
Right.
For somebody on the outside looking in.
It's exciting.
Man, that shit was exciting. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting there picking out the beats on the computer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, it's filth. You know what I mean? But and then even before I came, shit, I had locked in with Hood Rich King, and I let him know what I wanted, and I sent him my you know what I'm saying? He asked me my budget. I sent him my number. You know what I'm saying? I told my pops, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get a beat from Hood Rich King. And then I was like, yeah, he hit me back. I'm gonna see if he gonna respond. And he FaceTimed me.
See?
I had to hang up on pops and answer the FaceTime. So I mean, yeah, that shit was just it's pretty cool to know how close you are to some motherfuckers who really can put you in a position to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One person can change your life.
Yeah. So I went to strip clubs too. I want to see what them strip clubs talking about for sure. You know what I mean?
It been a blue flag.
Yeah, I was about to go there last night.
It's right up the street. Auntie live right in the mix of things.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She's like a motherfucking director. Hey, she gonna plug you in where you need to go, what you need to know, and what you need to eat. You feel me?
You know Auntie. They know Auntie.
But I went to what was it? Allure last night, and that shit was pretty crazy. They showed me some love in there. It was cool. So I want to check out Magic City, Blue Flame, and then non-strip club. I want to check out Lennox Mile. You know, I gotta check out.
Yeah.
I ain't been there yet. So.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah, but shit. Other than that, I mean, I ain't even talking about my studio session
There you go.
at Patchwork Studios, and like coming in as an outsider. That's probably one of the places, the foundations that really started the Atlanta music scene. Period. Y'all seeing all the plaques that was in there. Shit, I was in there going crazy. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no plaques and no studios back home, no disc, but you know what I'm saying? You don't really see that and have that feeling of the spirit, spirits and musician guides around you. So I locked in there, knocked out 8 hours. That shit felt like a work shift, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I like that shit.
Yeah, it's exciting. You
yeah.
get in there, you get the smoke, you doing the beat.
Hit the gas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you be in a whole different zone.
I looked over there at the producer, his eyes started closed. He looked like he tired and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm ready. I'm in here. I'm in here ready to go.
Yeah.
You hear me? So,
That's what it's all about, That's what you doing what you love.
Yeah.
You got a passion for it.
For sure.
And when you got a passion, like I said, that's about my business. I have a passion for it. Even if I wouldn't, I do it for charity. I do everything for charity.
But if you weren't getting paid for it, you'll still do it.
Yes.
Yeah, facts. That's what I be trying to tell people.
Because I enjoy what people get from it. You know.
What inspired you to do it?
I have anxieties and I have arthritis, so I wanted to be more on the natural than to take opiates. So I wanted to do natural. So I got into cannabis.
Right.
And cannabis got they have a flower or some type of cannabis for any ailment that you have. That's facts. You know, so I like sativa and the indica. I like them both, you know. It don't really matter, you know. I just like to do me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't seem like, you know, whatever. Let's do it. But I enjoy what I do. I like the experience. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
The whole scene.
Yeah.
Everything about cannabis, I'm down with it.
Nah, for real. Y'all need to get a close up of these earrings. I don't know if y'all can see these
Facts.
earrings, man. She got the blunts.
Earrings is
Blunts.
busting.
You know what I'm saying? It's lit too. You know what I'm talking about? For real. She gonna have some smoke coming from the motherfuckers in a few seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so tell us about your session that you had here.
Yeah, so I locked in with Ronnie and Rakeem. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ronnie and Rakeem. Those are engineers that I worked with. Man, amazing. Rakeem was from the East Coast, and then Ronnie was from Phoenix. And so just to see, I mean, we put in some work. We knocked out 8 tracks in 8 hours, and they really, spark me up. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
you know I am. I got you.
yeah,
You know, Auntie got you covered like
Pop
a
me
big
up.
blanket.
8 tracks in 8 hours? God
Yeah, that was
damn.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it's crazy because I was in there thinking like, I know artists, they probably come in here and knock out a whole album, you know, so they probably, but whenever I was wrapping up the session, I asked them, I was like, what's the recording process like, you know what I'm saying, for the other artists, the label, you know what I'm saying, and man, apparently, the way we was in there working is a lot more efficient than the other artists, you know what I'm saying, he said a lot of the artists, they come in there, they might do 2 songs in 8 hours, I saw they cooking up on the spot too, but he was just saying a lot of the other artists, the label's paying for the time, so they may not feel like they spending their money, so they may be a little more lax. But we got in there, we knocked out 8 tracks. Some tracks that I think gonna be definitely on some upcoming projects. I knocked out some tracks. The beats I got from Hood Rich Keem, I did those. Yeah, that shit was crazy though, man. I'm talking about the studio was crazy. Goddamn me. Plaques on the wall was crazy. How nice it was crazy. Cause when you go to the studio back home, it's usually a building, but it ain't like a 2-story. It's not like a establishment. It's more of a building. But that place was really like an establishment, and to be a out of towner, I mean, I had an amazing experience.
They showed you a lot of love.
Showed me a lot of love. They answered my questions, gave me some guidance. I was in there asking them like, how can I be better? What can I do better? What's the recording process like? Like I asked them to do the artists write their music. I was just trying to get a feel for what the people that I'm listening to and the people I'm looking up to, how they do things. Right? Because mentally, my career, I've been comparing myself to them, you know what I'm saying, and competing with them. You know, I don't compete with my local artists. I compete with the big artists as if, you know, that's what my competition is. Right. So learning how they work, you know what I'm saying, learning how they do things, I feel like maybe better. And just like Patchwork Studios, being in a place where I know some real heavy hitters I got to put myself in there. Right. You got to put yourself in you know what I'm saying, you got to project yourself as a star if you're going to be up there. So,
yeah, you got to think like a star, baby.
Yeah.
That's off top.
Yeah, so.
Because I'm shining. I don't know about nobody else. Auntie shining all the time.
All the time.
You know, so you gotta think big in order to be big. You know, it's to me is what you want. You know, anything is sacrifice and hard work, but when you get it, you've earned it.
Yeah, it's worth
it. And you appreciate it because didn't nobody give it to you. So what you do, I don't know a lot about it, but Auntie go now. Come and let that be on backstage, Auntie gonna be back there with all the artists. But it's a great craft, and I love, because I love, Future is my next boyfriend. He don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Auntie don't know. And,
what up,
Two my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But I support you in whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Just know that I got your back, and I support you. And
it won't matter.
Tell people, tell the audience a little bit more things about you, what you got going on in Dallas. And you're single.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you. I got some family and some love down here. shit, it's a whole lot easier to come down here now. You know what I'm saying? Might not be leaving, goddamn. But nah.
Okay. Auntie, you know, they fuck with Auntie.
Yeah, they need to work for goddamn college to get the recruits in there because they gonna make you stay.
Yes.
But my new single, Blind Date, it's out on Spotify, Apple Music, all music platforms you can think of, Tidal, all that. We just put that out. It's been out since last night. And then I did the video. Shout out to Cesar Ramos. He shot the video for me down in Dallas. Man, it's about to be a movie. I ain't gonna tell. Actually, I can tell y'all. So I actually redid it next Friday. Because by the time this video come out, my video will be out there. But we redid it next Friday. So whenever I drop this, man, I'm gonna try to get Ice Cube. I'm just trying to get their attention, see if they can show me a little love.
Yeah, you know, I be Miss Pearly.
Yo,
I tell me Miss Pearly, you know, it done hit the big screen.
yeah, we gonna do Friday after next. My next video we gonna do Friday after next.
Yeah, you know, call Auntie, I'll fly in. You can flew me in.
Yeah, so yeah, man, shout out to everybody that was a part of that. I'm gonna post a preview of it later, but man, the preview I seen, that shit came out crazy, bro. Yeah, I got a preview. I ain't posted it yet, but we got shout out to Good Records. That was one of the locations. Shout out to Fuel City, one of the top Dallas spots. If you ever in Dallas, pull up to Fuel City 24/7. They always open. But yeah, man, Blind Date out now. And I'm gonna really try to push this single, my first single of 2020. So I'm excited. Yeah. Dropped it down here in Atlanta.
Yes, you know,
I dropped it at the Booty Club too. You know what I'm saying? I was at the Booty Club. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna drop my shit. You know what I'm saying? Little baby done drop, baby done drop this shit. Throw my shit in the rotation. You know what I'm saying? No. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm loaded it up, put it on there, and yeah, man, it's going ham. It's going dumb. One of my lit single. It's a banger. You know what I'm saying? Something you can dance to, get turned to, work out to. So yo, make sure y'all check that out for sure. For sure. Shout out to JP too at the Kitchen Studios and Ayo with the Mayo. JP engineer who recorded me, Ayo with the Mayo, the person with the beat. I be trying to give everybody their credit.
Yes, absolutely. Give them a shout out, you know, because I tell them all the time. Subscribe to me, like my video, you know, tell your cousins, say, oh, y'all need to go sign up with Auntie. Girl, you know, follow me on my Instagram and my regular page, Deborah Dillon.
She done threw it out there for y'all. Y'all remember?
You know what I'm saying? Most of all, TrapFriez. You know, that's my baby. Instagram. You know. So
they got me laced up too. Where my shirt at?
Yeah, you know, here it is.
Yeah. They got you in the jerk, my boy.
Yeah, laced me up, man.
Yeah, they got my boy in the jerk.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to TrapFriez, feel me? Yeah, we going live over there on my live too, y'all see it?
Oh yeah, we blowing this up.
We merchandise. We merchandise.
Merchandise.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, we got our website gonna be dropping at the end of this month. You know, TrapFriez.com at _ATL. So, you know, be looking out for that.
Follow him.
Follow us.
I got you a little something too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, look what you brought me. You know, I love presents.
You know what I'm saying? Got your little poster, you know what I mean, for my last album.
Yeah, that's what's
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we can exchange merchandise.
Yes. Y'all follow my nephew.
Yeah, man. Y'all get at that. And Lost Breed, that's my last album and stuff on everything. Just go tap in with everything, man. You gonna see how we get there.
Yeah, so tell them what you got come. What's your for the next?
So my next move, South by Southwest. Hopefully, we trying to lock in a performance there in Austin. Second week of March, or maybe third week of March. What else? I'm working on a project. I'm working on multiple projects. I just locked in with the fashion guy, so we should launch a whole collection. Whether it's a collection for me or my next project, it's really whenever I figure that out. But it's confirmed. So working on a collection, new music, new singles, and really just figuring out my next location. I've been in Dallas for 25 years, so I definitely want to move with the market and figure out where the market where I should place myself and where the market is. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I got a clue right now. You feel me?
Nigga definitely got to branch out.
For real, I gotta branch out, man. Relocate. So yeah, within the next six months, probably by the end of 2020, I want to be relocated. But definitely this album or these projects that I'm working on and this collection, and then always doing the modeling. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm really trying to put a stamp on modeling, because I love clothes, I love fashion, I love music.
Right.
And
well, Atlanta is a place you need to be, because they got a lot of. I could go with homeboy. You know, I know his name is. Shout out to my homeboy Denim.
Yeah.
You know, he does clothes and stuff. To the D-Lo Loft, that's my homeboy, so I could definitely look him up. He into that fashion and clothes, you know, he makes his own clothes.
Yeah,
you know, so
him,
I know him, and you know.
And I know some people too.
Yeah, I know Shay knows.
Yes, I can plug you.
Yeah, plus, you know, we know some people. I don't know a lot, but I know a few people. You know, Auntie, I'm getting out there in the scene myself, you know. They gonna be dressing me in about the next 6 months. Y'all ain't gonna know who Auntie the fuck is. I'm about to fuck y'all up.
Around the coast, you feel me?
You know, Auntie gonna be like, what? Bitch, I'm Auntie? Oh, hell no. You know, Auntie about to step a game up. But anyway, you know, so I can feel that, you know, where you coming from with that. Because I like fashion, too. You know, I really do. I like clothes. I like, you know, I ain't into that hair shit, but I like clothes.
You ain't into hair? What you mean? You got sneakers her.
I like that. You know, Auntie like that short.
That's really my sister.
Like
twin. We twinned out. I'm saying, my bro, go and show him the blonde, bro.
Yes, but you know, I'm into that. You know, I like color. You know, I like fashion, and I like change.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you know, I like the urban scene. You know, all that, you know.
Y'all left me out.
Yeah. So I get it. You know, and I support you with your fashion line. You know, whatever you got coming, I support my whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what we don't have enough of as support as people of color.
Tell people how to find you.
So you can tell people how to find you.
Yeah. If you're looking for me, it's Charo Knight. You know what I'm saying? Hard to remember, hard to forget. Goddamn, but CHAROKNIGHT. You'll see it on the goddamn video. Hey, Apple Music, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Charo Knight. And just make sure y'all tap in and follow me. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a talent. It's a brand. You know what I mean? It's not just a hobby. So just when you do tap in with me, just try to get a feel for everything, man. Because once you hooked in, you ain't going nowhere. So for sure.
All right, then, you know, as I say, shit. Follow me. You know, I'm kind of high right now. You know what I said? Let me get it together. Wait. Okay. Like my show.
Blooper.
Like my show. Subscribe to my channel. And most of all, keep God first, and He'll take you places you never thought you would go. And Auntie is out, and I want to thank my nephew and both of my nephews for coming out, hanging out with me. You know, it's been a pleasure. You know, thank you, and good night.
Yeah.